How y'all doing?
Good. What you got going on here, man?
Chilling, man. Hanging out.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You know you can't have a speaker down here, right?
What law is that?
Really?
Yeah.
You're welcome to look it up. If I look it up for you, I can write you a citation.
That's fine.
But you can't have a citation. You can't have a.
Are you referring to 21-52?
Do you have a permit for the speaker?
I got permission as far as utilizing the public space.
From who?
You know, the First Amendment.
So you did
One of those guys, huh? You really want to go that route, man?
Well, I just want to let y'all know that this is a public park.
Right. Okay. So you cannot have the speaker anywhere near the Riverwalk without a permit.
I just don't know what law that is.
Okay. Like I said,
if you could help me out.
I can research it for you.
That's fine.
By writing you the ticket.
I go by
You
21-52.
can go ahead and look it up yourself.
I go by 21-52, which doesn't say we can't have a speaker on the Riverwalk unless there's a law I don't know about. I would love to be educated.
There is one you don't know.
Yeah, man. If you could educate me, it would be great. But
your ID?
I'm expressing myself out here. I don't have my ID on me, but I can give you my name.
Yeah. Name, date of birth.
Okay, bet.
Remember, you wanted to go this route.
No, it's on y'all. It's y'all's discretion.
We gave you the option. You
Yeah.
said you wanted to go this route.
It's your discretion, sir.
It's your discretion. What's your last name?
I'm not a San Antonio police officer.
I'm letting you choose.
Yeah. What do y'all want from me? I'll give you the name, but what do you mean choose? I just want to get that going.
Without a permit, you can't have a speaker down here.
What permit would I get?
A permit to use a speaker down here.
La Vita? Because I just spoke to La Vita, the management there. She said that this is a public space, and if I want to utilize it as a public space. Tracy.
Tracy? I can call her right now.
Sure. Did someone complain, or you are just passing by?
No, I'm passing.
Okay.
Observing the.
Well, in that case, sir, y'all are just passing by, and I want y'all to know I'll work with y'all. I want to work with y'all. If you want to show me what ordinance it is, I would love to be educated. But I go by the law. I'm not breaking any laws. I was expressing myself. I'm resetting for another show. I do a breakdance comedy show. I've been here for many years. I've known that people have many years so on the Alamo Plaza.
A street performer on the San Antonio Riverwalk faced scrutiny from park police for using a loudspeaker, sparking a heated dispute over San Antonio's Ordinance 2152. The ordinance states that operating, allowing, or causing the operation of any radio, television, phonograph, drum, jukebox, Nickelodeon, musical instrument, sound amplifier, or similar device in a way that creates disturbing noise is prohibited. However, the performer, well-versed in local regulations, argued that without a public complaint or measurable decibel evidence, the ordinance could not be lawfully enforced. The officers, seemingly unprepared, demanded a permit, but were unable to cite a specific rule that prohibited amplified sound. The encounter quickly evolved into a battle of wits between an informed citizen and local authorities, raising deeper questions about law enforcement practices and the boundaries of free expression in public spaces.
And I know, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not done speaking. Here's the thing. If y'all would love to listen, is that cool? Yeah, you don't have to.
I got you. Go ahead.
Okay. So a lot of y'all have kicked out a lot of buskers on the Riverwalk, and y'all always say, and y'all by San Antonio Police Department always say that we can't be down here. And here's the thing, I'm an advocate for the street performers, and that's why I'm in this public place, moving around, making sure that I'm within the ordinances, and that's what I'm doing down here. I'm advocating, I'm protesting my right to be in a public space, and also I'm practicing my religion. So I don't understand. So just to go back, so without the speaker, I'm allowed to be out here?
Yeah.
The law, because last one I checked was 21-52. That's the one that always comes up, and we can go over it. You can give me your interpretation, and if y'all want to get the ticket going, I'll accept the ticket. The tickets are always thrown away because, as you know, there has to be a device to measure my sound if I'm breaking ordinances, because they go by that same law, and I've already done my due diligence with Smokes, talked to the artist over there.
Right, so that's for a noise complaint.
Yeah.
This isn't about noise. It's about using an amplified device.
I hear you.
You see the difference?
Well, like I said, I would love to be educated if you could show me that, if you could be courteous to show me, because I know you don't have to.
Right. So you still want me to look it up for you, or you want to look it up yourself?
I mean, to my knowledge, 21-52 is the one that I've been going by. I've been down here for the last 5 weeks, and I haven't had a problem. Second time I've seen boat cops. You are the second people that I've seen, and honestly, the other ones passed by. Y'all came up and y'all are saying y'all didn't get a call, just to right to be correct. So y'all are just passing by, y'all are giving me information. And yeah, I'm willing to work with y'all. I could lower down the speaker if y'all get a complaint.
You can't use a speaker at all.
I hear you. Well, I go by the law. And if you're saying that there's a law that I don't know about, I would love to be educated. And if you need to give me a ticket to educate me, then.
Okay. Let me get your first, last name, date of birth.
All right. Which one is it, since you know at the top of your head, or you got to look it up?
No, I'm going to look it up so you can read it verbatim.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Research for you, like I said. I'm going to do the research for you.
Thanks. I'm going to find out right now.
And you just not have a driver's license or ID, or?
I don't have it on me. Yeah.
Is it Texas?
Yeah, of course. How long y'all been on the force? I'm sorry. Oh, thank you so much for being so technical, but
4 years.
oh, nice. Y'all been down here a while then.
Yeah, I've been down here on the Riverwalk at least 3 years.
Nice. And you, same thing, 4 years? Rodriguez? Dang, 25. Oh, okay, so you've seen some things down here. Yeah, man.
But you said you've been down here.
No, I mean down here as in downtown.
No. You said you've been down here for a while.
I just corrected it. I told you downtown.
Now you've been downtown.
Downtown. I've been here for the last 5 weeks. Why are you very argumentative? Or why are you very
You
argumentative?
didn't want to cooperate earlier.
I'm cooperating. I gave you all my information.
Right?
I turned off the speaker wasn't on. I didn't say that. I never said that. Why you upset?
You said you knew more than we did, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I said I knew the law that pertains to me. I don't know all the laws. That's what I'm saying. If y'all educate me, I'm trying to get information, sir. You're a member.
To get information, but you're doing
You're
it
a
the wrong
public
way.
servant, sir. I'm a member of the public, so I would appreciate it if you call a lieutenant out here or a supervisor. You're not doing that. Who's the
TikTok.
who's the superintendent? Who's the superintendent tonight?
YouTube, all right?
Who's the superintendent? Who's your supervisor?
What are you talking about, supervisor?
Who's your supervisor? You're right. You got me on that one.
Supervisor.
Who's your supervisor today?
Do I need to tell you?
I would. That's part of the policy, as part of the Park Police policy.
What policy is that?
Where did you read that from?
SAPD.org, sir.
So you just, mentioned 2 different police departments.
Oh, y'all are. Oh, that's where the miscommunication is. Y'all are Park Police. Y'all didn't pass the test. Sorry about that. That's crazy. Yo, that's insane. I'm sorry. My bad for the confusion. Wow, you're very hostile. But I don't blame you, because learning from someone that's been on the force for 25 years, it's not your fault. It's the person that you're taking lead from. And you don't have to be so uptight, sir. I'm talking to you, gave you my information. I don't have to give you my information because I wasn't violating the law. You're still looking for it.
That's wrong.
21-52?
That's why I don't want to look it up.
21-52? I guess I knew a little bit more than the 4-year vet.
And look behind the stage.
Yeah. Did you talk to Tracy? She didn't answer. She had a long day today, man. They had a wedding here earlier. Yeah, she's very exhausted. When I got to her earlier, she was like, man, I just want to go home. So I understand the confusion. But yeah, from her consensus is this is a public space. She said anything over here, I could utilize it as a public space, and that's what I was doing. As you said, I didn't get no complaints, so y'all doing this is by your discretion, and I appreciate you giving me the time to talk to me, because I don't have a lot of people to talk. I'm sorry? Yeah, because you're an overseer. This is it.
City ordinance, you can't be out here with an amplified speaker. That's the city ordinance.
Yeah, but you have to have at least the code, sir. Come on. Will you be at court? I would love to have you there. Thank you. That's what they always say. Oh, man. While you're looking for that, can I go get some water? The water fountain's right there, bro.
Oh, man, just hang out.
I'm being detained?
Yeah, dude, I'm writing you a ticket, yeah.
Okay. No ticket should be for an absurd amount of time. You should have known this already if you're coming up to me.
Well, I mean, my intention was...
I actually don't have TikTok.
My intention was just to...
I could actually...
speaker down here.
Yeah, well, you didn't get a complaint and you didn't even know the law. So look, bro, check it out. No TikTok on my phone. I do have Instagram and YouTube.
Thank you.
For the amphitheater?
Sorry, 52A1. So you heard right.
Yeah. Sir, can I just, since we already got onto it, can we talk about that real quick, since we already know which one it is? So the thing is that for that law, I'm very versed in it because I deal with the same thing on the ground level. And as long as you would have to come out here with your amplified device, with your noise meter out here, your decibel meter, you have to measure it if we go to court, because all they're going to do is throw that away. So really, you're just giving me a headache for no reason. And then we all have to show up, and then nobody wants litigation. Like, we understand that that's the one I was talking about. So
yeah, but that's not the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Let me do a little more research.
You're good. Sorry about that. But I really am thirsty, bro. If you could do me that solid. The water fountain's right there. I was just dancing. That's why.
I actually have never seen that movie before, but I'm not making that up that they don't have that station.
Nice to meet you, man. I wasn't trying to give you a hard time. I want to be cordial with y'all. I'm gonna be down here, the city, on the Riverwalk. I'm exploring this beautiful city of public spaces, and that's the whole thing that I do. So, yeah, man, I'll work with y'all. If y'all get a complaint, by all means, I'll lower it down. But I like to stay within the law and get educated if I don't know something. But as far as I know right now, I was correct. 21-52. And that doesn't say that I can't have a speaker.
That's what I was talking about. So
I understand.
2160 Riverwalk Street.
160.
A1 is one that talks about amplifiers.
152?
Yeah, but at the top of that, it says by the owners and management of therefore, and y'all didn't get a call. We already established that. And it has 72 decibels right there. And it reflects a 2152.
A Supreme Court ruling on the right to perform in public had emboldened the artist's defiant stance. The police's threat to issue a subpoena quickly lost force as they struggled to cite any specific law beyond ordinance to 152. It is important to note that decibel measurements can legally be taken from a point on adjacent private property or from either side of the adjoining public right-of-way, yet no such measurements were conducted. The performer's request to speak with a supervisor only further highlighted the officer's weak understanding of proper procedures. Their continued pressure, despite the absence of any public complaint, pointed to an abuse of discretionary authority. The performer expressed a willingness to cooperate if presented with a specific law, but rather than provide clarity, the officers escalated the situation, favoring control over transparency. This encounter exposed the overreach of their authority when challenged by a legally informed opponent.
Which you know. So the number one on there says the playing or permitting or causing the playing of any radio, television, phonogram, drum, jukebox, nickelodeon, musical instrument, sound amplifier, or similar device which reproduces or amplifies sound.
When done in a manner, that's the very important part of that.
That's the period right there. And then it goes on to number 2.
I get you, but before that it says when done in the manner. That's the important part. So so y'all would have to get a call, and then y'all would have to. So it says when done in this manner, to annoy, distress, cause harm. That part is the part that we always deal with. And as y'all said, y'all didn't get a call. So like, I will work with y'all. So if y'all get a call, like obviously I'm gonna lower it down, and then we'll go over. I have my decibel meter too. Like I dot my T's and dot my I's and cross my T's, because I have to be safe for myself. I've been down here for 15 years. I'm a frequent street performer down here, and yeah, man, it's all respect. So I actually got a video if you want to see it.
You'll be down here on the Riverwalk.
Yeah,
I see Riverwalk. I want to see you in a park. I want to see you at Travis Park. I want to see you.
I'm actually gonna brag about this one because I'm very proud of it. I actually packed the whole 800 seat on New Year's. Let's see, I just played it. So it's only a minute, but it has the Riverwalk at the end. That's Fiesta, Alamo Plaza, New Year's celebration, Alamo Plaza, Fiesta, one of the biggest events we have, on stage. Trader Village, Houston Street, and this one is where. Hold on. So sorry. I want you to hear this. So this is when I packed it on New Year's. That's me.
You want to meet me at the bank?
Pretty cool, right? You gotta admit, that's pretty cool.
Did you have a permit?
No, I just showed up, man. So my whole thing is that if it's a public space, I'm allowed to street perform and busk. And I've heard the stories about the street performers getting kicked out, and it's something dear to me that I wanted to come down here and advocate. Obviously, we don't want this to be a circus down here, right? We want people to go by the law, and that's what I do. I educate the street. Just expressing myself, like my religion. I'm a Christian, and then I do my busking, which is my art. Also, part of my religion is expressing myself in public spaces, and protesting my right to be in public spaces is something I've been doing for the last 4 years, because I've gotten arrested for this several times. I have litigation against the city, so that's why I'm versed on it. It wasn't trying to be a jerk.
Travis Park that one time?
Yeah.
And dealing with all that nonsense?
That's what started it. That's what started everything when...
Doing it on the sidewalk, right?
I think I was like in the park, but it was a miscommunication or whatever. That day too, I don't know if you're talking about the same day, but I was put in handcuffs, and that's what started the whole litigation, so...
And then what happened?
Yeah, man, we're still in court, and we're about to appeal to the Fifth Circuit Court. Street performing has been to the Supreme Court, and it has precedent there. So once we appeal it, all these things that have restricted us before, because how I see it, the city kind of looks down on street performing a little bit. But when it comes to the mariachis, they're different. I hear they have a permit, but the truth is they don't have a permit. They say they do, because that's how they get rid of the problems. But they don't offer no permit, because I've searched, I've looked for it, and they don't really offer it. So what I'm doing is showing the city that we're gonna be down here.
I think they're hired by this.
And that's I get it. Some things are different, right? But as far as what I'm doing here, like I said, man, I'm gonna work with y'all. If y'all get a complaint and you say, hey man, just take off for the day, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna get out of your hair. Like, as you can see, there wasn't nobody in danger. I wasn't offending nobody. Yeah, I get it.
I mean, that's not what this is all about.
Yeah.
It's about, you just can't have any amplified equipment
Yeah.
on the Riverwalk. Like, we let that, what's it called, preacher guy walk around screaming.
Oh snap.
God or whatnot, right? As long as he doesn't have nothing amplified, it's fine.
Yeah.
But when he comes out with a speaker and a microphone, that's when it becomes a violation.
I hear you. Like I said, I would love to know that law that you're referring to, and we're gonna be best friends, man. I know it. I know we're gonna see each other a lot now, because I really love this spot, and especially that I talked to Tracy, and she said anything past those right there is a public space, unless I want to rent that, and I can't rent that until January. I have tried my due diligence to rent that over there. That way I could cross my T's and dot my I's, but they're not accepting applications.
Well, then that's fine if Tracy allows, because she's the one in charge of lobbying.
Yeah.
If she says fine, then she says fine.
It's not really her giving...
Send us an email and say, hey, yeah, that's cool. Be alone and perform out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool. That's the less people we gotta deal with.
Honestly, man, poor with Tracy, and see things like this.
Yeah, well, we'll find out Monday, because, you know, it's the weekend, so of course she's not gonna answer the phone. She's off.
She said that this is a public space and I can utilize the public space therefore, and I let her know that my due diligence. She did see me.
No, but did you let her know?
Yeah, I told her.
Does the jar belong to you or no?
Is this against the law? Is this another law?
Did you let her know that?
As far as the stand code, no, I didn't tell her that.
Does this jar belong to you?
I would like to keep it. I don't know where it came from, but I do want to keep that jar.
But it's coming out like you're kind of working for tips, right? Which I understand. Hey, that's good. You can be.
Huh? I do it for the love to express myself, sir.
But if just doing that, it's like you're just trying to get clicks or something. I don't know.
I'm just
It seems like
expressing.
to me.
Yeah, and that's fine. Your interpretation of it is same thing with the law. If you interpret it that I'm breaking a law, then we'll challenge it the way it's supposed to be and challenge. But
And
it's
the
your
other one
opinion.
is in the Texas Supreme Court. Isn't it?
No, the Supreme Court, like the highest court in the land.
Just waiting on the court date.
You're good, man. Did you figure it out?
Yeah, we're going with 2152.
Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna get thrown out, but I appreciate the headache.
Go through the motion. No more speakers down here.
I'm gonna keep using it.
If we catch you down here again, I'm going to take it as evidence.
That's fine. They did it last time. It's on you. You want litigation? That's on you.
We'll get through this.
We will get through it, sir. Yep. Like I said, man, I'm willing to work with y'all, but if y'all want to go through this whole song and dance, y'all didn't even get a complaint. It's horrible.
No, but I don't need a complaint for city ordinance violation.
Who was the supervisor you were speaking to? Thank you.
Okay, you're very familiar with it already. I just need your signature down here. So I'm going to miss your kill. Just a promise to appear. And we'll get this all sorted out.
See y'all soon. I just want to be very clear. I am going to continue utilizing my First Amendment, and I'm going to continue to make sure that I'm not in violation of 21-52. It's your interpretation that I'm breaking 21-52, but y'all didn't even pull out y'all's decibel meters. So if y'all really want to go this route, I'm giving you advice. Use the decibel meter because it might have some sort of evidence on y'all's part. But if y'all want to take my speaker for evidence, very disrespectful. But y'all can do whatever y'all want, and I'm going to still continue to utilize my First Amendment, and I'm going to be out here lawfully. I'm going to go get my water now. It was good.
Hold on. You're not free to go. You can use your First Amendment. You can't use the speaker. All right? So if I see you with the speaker again, I'm going to take it for evidence.
I'll see you soon. Can I go get my water now? Appreciate it. Peace. Ta-ta.
Despite receiving a citation, the performer remains steadfast, vowing to continue his lawful performances as protected by the law. Under Section 21-53, operating any device that produces vibrations perceptible beyond 50 feet from the source in a public space is considered a violation. However, the officers failed to conduct any measurements to determine the level of disturbance, an essential step in enforcing the ordinance. The performer pointed out that courts frequently dismiss such citations when they lack technical evidence, especially without concrete decibel readings. Rather than backing down in the face of threats to confiscate his amplifier, he became even more resolute in his commitment to defend the expressive rights of street performers. Unshaken by vague enforcement tactics, he stood firm, armed with legal knowledge and an unyielding spirit. This confrontation served as a powerful reminder that a well-informed citizen can challenge and overcome overreach, the reason, calm resistance, and persistence, qualities that any democratic society should value and protect.